Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Hodge. So this video right here is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, use SeatGeek, use code Hodge, get $20 off your tickets. Any event in the entire world, this is for first time orders only. So if you've used SeatGeek before, make a new account, you can still use code Hodge and save yourselves $20 off of your tickets. With that being said, let's go and jump into this episode of WWE News Rumors. So this episode is the final episode before Clash at the Castle. The next very large WWE pay-per-view, the Stadium Show, is tomorrow. It's hard to believe it's already tomorrow. Now, I will be doing a live stream reaction for the entire show live here on the channel, so I'll be live for like over 3 or 4 hours or something like that. So come to the live stream party tomorrow, hang out with me. You can talk to me live on the stream, so definitely go do that. Remember, it's a very early show than we're used to here in the United States because they're in the UK. It's a different time zone. So yeah, it's happening early afternoon over here, but I'll be live, so come check it out. But anyway, guys, enough promoting. Let's go and jump into the first news story of the day. The first news story of the day, we're talking about Clash of the Castle, of course. So Clash of the Castle, the set, the stage. We've been talking about this in the past few news episodes about how it's coming together, the construction on it, and basically here's where it's at now. The newest like released kind of thing we have is this photo here. It shows we have like a castle, LED castle. Like it's kind of like a castle. I don't know what this is gonna be. I don't know if it's just an overhead hang or if this is something they're lowering and it's part of the stage or something. I really don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. There's also like a photo of the ring going around in there, but you can't really see much detail other than there's a ring and a bunch of seats. So I guess they're still working on this, or maybe it's done and they wanted to keep it a secret, what it looks like. But yeah, it's coming together quite well, and it should look like they're doing something at least on the more unique side than they normally do for shows. All right, the next news story is gonna be about none other than Triple H. If you guys don't know, Triple H is our brand new head of creative. I don't know if it's new at this point because he's been around the show since SummerSlam, but basically he's taking over for Vince because Vince is off in the sunset or whatever, doing whatever retired Vince does. But basically, Triple H has done an interview and he was asked some intriguing questions. So first off, Triple H was asked about AEW. And he actually had something good to say. He thought it was kind of incredible how AEW has beat the WWE developmental process. He's like, they have a better developmental process than us or something. And they're like, I was giving a compliment to AEW. That's cool, but at the same time, does AEW even have a developmental process? Isn't their process just finding like people in the indies and putting them on dark and seeing how they do and they like them, they hire them? Like that is how WWE always was. Like you did a dark match or a dark thing or a house show or something, and if they liked you, they would sign you and put you directly on the main roster television. And before NXT or the training whole facility was done, I guess, other than FCW, which I guess was kind of just them kind of scouting out indie people even further. But basically, yeah, Triple H has said AEW has a better developmental process, which is crazy. Also, he was asked about Sasha Banks. Triple H was asked about Sasha Banks. He complimented her a lot, and it sounded like he wasn't trying to give away that they have been talking, but at the same time he's like, you never know, she might be back, we'll just have to wait and see. I'd like to open up the communication with them again and see what we can do. She is a very talented young woman who can do lots of things, and I would be happy if she would come to the WWE and do some more WWE stuff. But yeah, basically Triple H, I don't know, he's saying some stuff, they're asking him some questions you normally wouldn't be able to ask someone like this, some off-limit questions that Triple H was actually answered this past week for this interview. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's all the confirmed news stories that I talked to you guys about today. So go and get your juice boxes out, get your juice boxes ready, because ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. All right, the first rumor of the day was also about Clash of the Castle. It's about Tyson Fury, to be more exact. Tyson Fury, the boxer. Of course, he's done stuff in the WWE previously. So in the last episode of this show, I said Tyson Fury is supposed to be at Clash of the Castle in some capacity. He's supposed to be on the show doing something. And now, I don't know if the plan's changed or if they're just not making it apparent, but now Tyson Fury's been announced officially by the WWE to be having a ringside seat. He's going to be set like in the front row, and I'm sure he'll be mentioned on TV, but it doesn't look like he's going to be in part of the show. And the rumor here is basically saying Tyson Fury will not get physical at any point during the show. He's just kind of there just to be there. So I don't know if the last rumor was wrong or if they're just swerving us. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, but Tyson Fury will, in fact, be there, and that's confirmed directly by WWE. All right, the next rumor is about the monster among men. So this is about Braun Strowman. So we were talking about Braun Strowman in the last episode of the show. We were talking about how maybe he could be coming back to the WWE, and his name has randomly came up in like meetings backstage recently about what about Braun? Should we bring back Braun? Because they're talking about bringing back a lot of people. Braun's been coming up a lot, and apparently this came up so much. Now this rumor is very like a hard, like stiff rumor, being like Braun Strowman has signed with the WWE. Braun Strowman is coming back. In fact, Braun Strowman will be coming back this week on Monday Night Raw. Like, that's a lot. That's a very sure of yourself rumor right there. Saying, like, Braun Strowman is not just, they're not just talking about it. They've actually already signed him. They've already talked to him. They already have a contract. And he's actually coming back, and he's coming back next week. This coming Monday, the next show after Clash of the Castle will be when Braun Strowman's returning. This is what this rumor's saying. He's not going to be returning at Clash of the Castle, even though that could change. But he's supposed to be at the Raw. He's supposed to be at the Raw after the Clash of the Castle. Really? Really? That is a very strong rumor. I don't know if I believe it personally. Of course, take all the rumors with a grain of salt, but Braun Strowman, Monday Night Raw, he could be there, and yeah, he could be returning then. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is your final news story. This is the final thing we're talking about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. So this is about Clash of the Castle. This is about your main event. This is about some surprises, some twists, some turns that we may have not saw coming. So this is about the main event. Of course, we have Drew McIntyre challenging Roman Reigns for the undisputed Universal Championship, which is like 2 titles now, which makes it sound like it's one. It's not. It's 2 titles of the WWE Championship, Universal Championship. They're combined, unified together to form the undisputed Universal Championship. So basically, is Roman Reigns, this is our Tribal Chief, losing the titles? Are the question. I would never question my Tribal Chief personally. I'm not saying Roman's going to lose. If I had to guess, I think Roman's going to retain. But what this rumor is saying is the opposite. Drew is taking the titles. But it's a bit of a swerve. It's not going to be a clean thing. It's not going to make Roman look weak or anything like this. And this one's kind of more plausible than any other way. So, basically, this is crazy. Let me just bring you through the story. So we have Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath, taking on our Tribal Chief, Undisputed Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, one-on-one. They have the match. They're going at it. They're just killing each other in the ring. It's a phenomenal match. Then out of nowhere, Theory's music hits. Theory comes down with his Money in the Bank briefcase, and he's ready to cash in this briefcase. He cashes it in, and it turns into a triple threat match. Now we have this triple threat match. There's no rules. There's no disqualifications, anything. And then out of nowhere, the Fiend's music hits. Bray Wyatt has returned. He comes down. He costs the Tribal Chief the title. Drew wins, and then they'll do the pyro and then go from there. So that kind of sets off a lot of multiple things. So Drew McIntyre is the champion. Sets up a Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt, the Fiend feud, and also takes Theory's Money in the Bank thing away, so we don't have to, because the rumors are he's unsuccessfully cashing it in nonetheless, so that would take care of that. So it's like a 3-1. I don't know if that's true. That's a very wild one, but that's what the current rumor is saying. I don't know, guys. We'll just have to wait and see, but that would be a phenomenal finish for this show if that's actually it. As much as I don't want to see my Tribal Chief get his titles taken away, like, that is a way to do it, because they build him up so high to be this unstoppable machine for years, an unbeatable machine. And then just to have all that going on, it wasn't really his fault. He just kind of got screwed out of the championship or whatever. There's definitely, it's definitely possible, because Roman has to lose at some point, and this idea does have a little bit of weight to it, even I have to say. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought of that and all these rumors in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I am your king of vlog style, and I will see you guys in the next video.